extremely careful. All he cares about is detonating these banelings into this infantry ball. If he manages that, he can probably take the game, because he still has more bases. And oops, actually this is going down, and really good job from Tarson over here. He's really controlling the Zerg expansions and Zerg income. And here we have Darkforce trying to expand again. And Darkforce knows that he needs to keep on getting those minerals. He mustn't fall to Tarson. So Tarson is going to land this command center over here, this orbital command. And let's see, is this just the only one he has left? Wow, indeed, this is the only orbital command. It's the only the only command center that Tarson has left. And here we have Tarson moving towards Darkforce's expansion over here with all his marines, taking that out as well. And Darkforce knows he's in a lot of trouble unless, and he has to be really careful over here, unless he can take care of these marines. These marines are really troublesome, and Tarson keeps on trying to do these harassment drops here and there, and I don't know if these mutas can actually deal with these marines. I don't think he should even try. It all comes down basically to this: if Darkforce can use these banelings efficiently against those marines, then he can take the game. Otherwise, Tarson is going to just roll over Darkforce, because Darkforce isn't mining off anywhere as well, except for this small expansion over here that has a few gold minerals left. He's not mining here, although this has quite a few minerals left. I don't really see how Darkforce can pull out of this, unless he takes on more bases, either this or this. And here we go, we have him trying to take that base down there. And Tarson, though, is really careful about his expansion over here. He knows that this is only mining base right now, and this is a gold expansion, and he really wants to get all the minerals he can get from here. And here we go, some mutas trying to harass over here. This is nice from Darkforce. Darkforce knows that this is the only base that Tarson is mining from right now, and if he can cripple this one, then Tarson is not going to be having any mineral income whatsoever. And by the way, I really have to say, I like this from Darkforce. I like this a lot. I like that he's keeping all these banelings and all these Zerglings alive. He's not using them, he's not trying anything with them. He's waiting for Tarson to actually make a move, and if he can get him in the soft spot, then he's going to just be able to crush him with all these forces right here. He knows that Tarson isn't mining, he only has this, and at one point Tarson is going to have to move out, either to expand again or to just push out across the map against Darkforce. So Darkforce knows this, and he's just being very patient. I like this. Patience is a real virtue, and not many players have this. And here we go, Midos picking off these Helions that are trying to do some harassment over here at this base, or trying to scout, see what bases Darkforce has been putting up lately. And I do have to say, Tarson doesn't look so good, although he has all these marines and these tanks and these medevacs. Darkforce seems to be coming slightly ahead again. And oh, Broodlords are out, and amongst this entire analysis of the game and what bases everybody has and what they don't anymore, I missed the Greater Spire going up. So we have Broodlords, and these Broodlords are extremely great against marine, against infantry, not to mention when you have tanks added in the mix, because the splash from the tanks on those Broodlings is going to mean a lot of damage from the infantry, for the infantry. But yeah, Broodlords are, though, pretty vulnerable to marines, I'd say. So let's see what Darkforce does, and if he manages to keep his Broodlords alive. He's getting 3 more. Which means he already has 5 plus 2, that's 7. And here we go, we have Tarson moving across the map, and I think Darkforce feels pretty confident with moving his forces over here. This expansion goes down, but I think Darkforce has a really good army right now. Let's see the role that the tanks are going to play in this fight right here. They are sieging up. He needs to be really careful. He needs to use his Broodlords in a very smart manner. And here we go, he's picking up whatever he can on the map, and those marines just chasing stuff down and trying to take down a few drones over here. They do pick off a few drones. Here we go, the Zerglings are coming in to clean up. And Tarson just has this really big army right now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold against like 7-8 Broodlords plus these Banelings and these Muddles and these Zerglings. I really doubt it, and here we go. the Broodlords are actually making their move, and the Marines are moving in. Oh, and the Broodlords are dying quite fast to these Marines. Let's see what the Banelings do. Let's see what the Banelings do. Banelings move in, they're rolling in there, taking out a bunch of tanks, and here we go, the Broodlords are moving in, plus the Zerglings. Oh, this is so great, this is so many Marines though, and the Banelings are making their way up the ramp, and a lot of Marines are getting killed by the Banelings, and oh, this doesn't look good at all for Tarson. And Tarson is in really big trouble right now. He lost so many Marines. These Broodlords are all alive, plus a bunch of Zerglings, and I really don't know if this is enough for Tarson. Some Vikings are out, and Darkforce doesn't have any anti-air. Where is Mutalisk? There we go, the Mutalisk are moving in right now. They're going to take out the Vikings, and I think this is going to actually spell GG for Tarson right here, because there's so many Broodlords and so many Mutalisk on the map, and Tarson basically has no income whatsoever, and yeah, I mean, I really don't know what he can do. He's still mining off this, but he has like almost, he has these 4 barracks producing units, but I don't think it's going to be enough. These medevacs are healing these Marines, and Tarson is holding on for dear life. And he's just using all these Marines trying to do something over here, but these Broodlords, he has to stim his Marines and take the Broodlords out, otherwise there's nothing he can do. But a lot of Zerglings, Mutalisk moving in as well, plus the Broodlords. This is a lot of forces for the Zerg player over here. I don't think Tarson can overcome this, and look at all these medevacs trying to heal so much, and they're so desperate to keep those Marines alive, but the Marines are simply getting overwhelmed by the Broodlords and the Mutalisk. And there we go, good game, well played. Indeed, good game, well played. I have to say the exact same thing. Good game, well played by the same, from both players. I mean, this is really nice. I mean, this was a really nice game. Indeed, people were right. Such a long game. And look at this, 40 minutes, 53 minutes. This is a long time to be playing StarCraft. This is just one of those rare games you have, and Delta Quadrant seems to be offering us a lot of these epic games lately. What can I say? Great macroing from Darkforce, really great macroing, and not giving up whatsoever, even though his expansions were being taken out left and right from the Terran player. He just chose to re-expand again, and he did. I think the best choice he could have done, I don't think Ultras would have been as good as this. He chose to go for Broodlords, and Broodlords just did the trick. I mean, Broodlords were so unexpected. I seriously don't think so. I don't think that Tarson saw that coming, and these Broodlords made a huge difference along with those. I mean, if you have Zerglings and Banelings and Broodlords, then that is so many units on the ground that you have to take care of, and even though you have so many Marines and so many tanks, you're eventually going to get overwhelmed, because those Broodlings never stop coming. Actually, they just keep on replenishing themselves. So yeah, Broodlord's a great unit to have in late game, and we see their usage in this game being crucial, turning the tide of the game. And Tarson doing a great game overall. He did get a lot of Marines and a lot of tanks. I think that's an okay unit composition against what Darkforce had. Although maybe adding some Thors in there wouldn't have been such a bad idea. Adding some Thors and just even a few Vikings, like 4 or 5 Vikings in that mix would have been okay. And I mean, we've seen at the start of the game a great mix of units from Darkforce being able to hold off Tarson's pushes. So indeed, a great game, a long game, a game from which tons of things can be learned. I suggest you guys watch this game again, and I don't know, I'm actually gonna consider, I'm sorry if I'm taking up too much time at the end of the game here, but I'm gonna consider doing a podcast once or twice a week. I'm gonna try, just taking up a few good games, and dissecting them a little bit, and just doing pure game analysis with stopping the replay, rewinding, stuff like that, so you guys can pick up a few things. I think that people could use that, and I don't know, every now and then I think you guys just want to see something else, not just, a really great game from players being commentated. So yeah, I'm just gonna consider doing that, and I'll see how it goes, your reactions, and I'll see if I'm gonna keep on doing it or not do it. So yeah, anyway, this is it for now. This is EXO. This is gonna be the only video for today because I'm really tired. I told you guys I was really busy, and thanks for watching. Do subscribe if you like what you see, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys.